Okay, so we're gonna do the United States of America in this one. So, your role as the United States, I'm just gonna get straight into it and try and speedrun this as quick as I can because I've done this video before and it got blocked because of music in the background, which is really dumb. Anyway, so your role in World War II is you are basically the hammer that strikes everybody down. So, your main foe in this game will be Japan. Japan is going to naval invade and try and take over the entire resource-rich southern Far Eastern area of Asia. So you need to essentially contain Japan and you need to defend and potentially liberate all of the resource areas for the Allies, and defend the islands and do an island hopping campaign against Japan. You will need to fight a massive naval war and incapacitate the Imperial Japanese Navy. Once you have done that, then things are a lot easier in Japan, and you can kind of island hop and kind of control it before you, decide what else to do with them. But shortly after, you will be tasked with having to fight the Axis. So, first thing you'll most likely have to do is help the British and the Commonwealth countries take over, knock out Italy out of the fight, and then also have at least an army in the UK defending it against any sort of potential late game sea line, in case you never know, the Germans might actually make a navy. And then also get ready for D-Day. You'll need to make strat bombers and strat bomb all of the German industry and the Italians. You will also need to lend-lease the living shit out of the Soviets to keep them in the game, with the British as well. So you're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to do a lot. Defend the British. Lend-lease the Soviets, keep them alive. Knock out Japan in the naval war. Strap bomb the living shit out of Italy and Germany with your air force. D-Day. So you're going to have a lot of divisions and research a lot of things. You're going to have to master Air Force, Army, and Navy. But Navy and Air Force are the two main things for you at the moment. So we'll quickly go over the national focuses. We're just going to blitz through it. Okay, so the US starts with an insane amount of factories, okay? And in these factories, although you have 130 civilian factories, you only have access to basically two lines of production. And that is because as the United States, you have access, well, your economy law is a unique one called undisturbed isolationism, which puts an expected consumer goods factories of 50% outside of the normal 15%. What's even worse is that everything else is a 50% construction speed. Your agency takes twice as long to build, so your factories go away for longer. And you can't change this unless you do the giant wakes. So yeah, and it's even worse from here. You have the Great Depression, which means that of that 50% of your total factories, the factor of which is considered is an additional 60%. So you have a lot of factories going onto it. Your pop and your resource gain efficiency, and also your political power gain is cost is up by 1. So if we pick a focus like the New Deal, you're literally gaining this much per month. So you need to get rid of the Great Depression, and the way to do that is you need to go down these focuses here. So you would do, historically, continue the New Deal, which is what we're actually going to pick anyway. Then you would do the WPA. Then you will do the Agricultural Adjustment Act, the Fair Labor Standards Act, and then the Federal Housing Act. Each one of these slowly chips away and gets rid of the Great Depression and gives you some more political power gain. The issue is that you can't just do these back to back. You need to wait does it even say? Yeah, it says here. So you need to, when you do the Agricultural Adjustment Act, you need to wait 230 days before you can do the Fair Labor Standards Act, and then again before you can do the Federal Housing Act. And on top of that, you also need to have the support of the House and the Senate, which is over here. And to make your problem worse with political power, it is going to you can improve you can do a lobbying effort, but it will literally cost you political power cost for the duration of it, which is 45 days in order to get it. So it's pretty bad. So yes, you'll need to continue the New Deal, WPA, then these. The good thing is that once you've done the WPA and you then get access to this, the Scientific Research and Development Office. This will get rid of your rushed research and development thing, which is a little bit bad, but it's negligible. and it will give you another research slot. You already start off with 5, so you'll get 6 research slots. This will unlock the Rubber Reserve Act, which you'll get 2 100% research bonuses for rubber technologies and rubber refineries. Now, this is kind of important if you want to do... So, if Japan is able to take out the Philippines and the Dutch East Indies, and you yourself can't really take it, or you're relying on that rubber for it, then you would use that to build your own rubber, so you at least have some security in it. But most of the time you'd be able to at least trade, liberate and trade for it. So it's a circumstantial thing, but at some point you probably will need to do it. Then you'll be able to do you also need to do the Neutrality Act. This one gives you 200 political power, and it will give you the Neutrality Act, and you will get some support from your senators and representatives. You'll be able to do the Arsenal of Democracy, giving you 6 military factories and 6 naval factories. Naval dockyards, sorry. This is pretty big. And then you'll be able to do the giant wigs once you have 50% war support. So again, war support is the United States is the biggest thing for you. Once you get that, you go to civilian economy, and then from civilian you can go down to partial or war economy and use the full might of the American industry. After you do the Neutrality Act, you'll be able to do the cash and carry scheme. This basically makes it so that you pay some of your consumer goods, a little bit of your consumer goods for a duration, so that your allies, the French Republic, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union don't have less consumer good factories put away, so they can actually, but basically you're taking a penalty yourself, so you can help all of your allies. The Office of Economic Warfare, this will embargo Japan, which is pretty good. It means it will deny them all trade from you, which they currently are getting their oil from you off the start of the game, and will likely do so as Japan actually plays the game. Lend-Lease Sack, this obviously makes Lend-Lease tension limit go down. Honestly, more of like an afterthought, late game thing you do. Right, anyway, so carrying on. Once you do the Arsenal of Democracy, you'll be able to do the Scientist Haven, which will gain you an additional research slot, so you'll have 7, which is the most in the entire game. And then after that, you'll be able to do the Manhattan Project, gaining yourself 2 100% research bonuses to nuclear technologies here. So you can actually use this for, you can research atomic research normally, and then you can use the bonuses for the nuclear reactor and then nuclear bombs. If you do that in a good order with getting lots of research bonuses, you can get nukes as the US by 1944, late 1943, if you really go for it. Office of Strategic Services, this is essentially the US version of the British Special Operations Executives with the spies. You get a spy agency, and you get an operative slot, and they're a bit better at infiltrating. Magic, Spotting Speed, plus 20%. This is pretty good for Navy. And then, yeah, you get this one with another operative slot. So yeah, that's pretty much all you do here. Let's have a look then. Right, so moving over here, you got the War Plans Division. All the war plans, these are essentially a decision that you can do, and these decisions will allow you to gain a defense and attack bonus against each country. And there are some certain ones, like for the UK, for example, if you were to ever fight the UK, you'd get a spotting speed of 10%. For Canada, you'd get a land fort construction speed bonus, I just saw then. And then Japan, you'd get a naval invasion preparation speed. So this one in a historical setting is obviously the one you're going to be using. Right, moving on to your Air Force, Navy, and Army. So this one's pretty simple and straightforward. So you would do War Department, and then you'd be able to do your Air Force one. This will gain you a fighter, carrier fighter, and heavy fighter cost reduction of 10%, which is pretty big. Then you have a choice between doing air support, where you get a 10% cost reduction for CAS and medium bombers, or you'd have one for strategic bombing, where you'd get a 10% cost reduction to the big mammoth costing strap bombers, which are pretty big. Then you'd have escort fighters, which will give you a 100% research bonus for both medium and the light airframe. Flying Fortress, this gives you 100% research bonus for the heavy airframe, and then also an extra 10% defense. Combined Bomber Offensive, once you're at war and in a faction with any of the other major countries, in this case the Allies, you will gain another 100% research bonus for heavy aircraft, but also a 30% range increase for heavy bombers, which is wild. The cast side of things, this is negligible. This is a 100% research bonus for medium bombers. And over here, the US Army Air Force, this is basically going to give you a lot of it's going to give your divisions in ground when they're supported by CAS a 10% ground support bonus, and it will give your air mission for CAS a 10% efficiency bonus. If you do decide to go down strategic bombing, you'll do the US Air Force, which will get the ground bombing targeting plus 10%, so they'll target buildings better, and a strategic bombing bonus of 10% as well. The Navy side, this is really important for you. So the first one, maritime construction, this will give the Brooklyn Naval Dockyard 250 funds and construction speed of 10% bonus for your for the national spirit. Liberty ships, which will give a 25% cost reduction to convoy ships and a amphibious invasion speed increase of 10%. This is when you are, what this looks like is when your divisions are actually about to land and they're kind of just sitting there in the ocean. It takes time for them to land. It increases that by 10%. Two Ocean Navy Act. This is a big one. This you will need 5% war support, which you basically already have, and some senators for it. But once you do it, you will be able to have you'll gain 10 dockyards and have your naval favoritism by slightly going more towards the Navy again. Right, yes. So anyway, then you'll have the Bureau of Ships. This will add a national spirit that will give you a 5% cost reduction to every type of ship, which is quite big. From here, you'll be able to choose either fleet submarines and gain a bonus, 200% research bonuses to submarine hull types, and then a submarine detection and visibility buff with unrestricted submarine warfare. With escort effort, you'll get a light hull production cost of minus 10%. I believe this also applies to cruisers, similar to the British one. Convoy tactics, this is a doctrine reduction and anti-submarine warfare technology speed bonus. Over here you'll have two decisions, battleship primacy or carrier primacy. I will be honest, the battleship one is quite weak, is significantly weaker compared to the carrier one, so I'm not even going to explain this one, but you can look at it for yourself. But the carrier one will give you 100% research bonus to carrier model, 100% research bonuses to carrier models, I just realised, and 2 to damage control systems, which are these ones here. So that's 10% reduction to receive a critical hit, and then the effects of it as well once it happens. The Bureau of Aeronautics will give you some research bonuses to naval aircraft, which essentially will be the frames. And naval radar will give you 100% research bonuses for the radar techs here. And naval air coordination will give you a national spirit, which will make your carrier naval bombers target better and have better agility, so they're much better. So this is why it's much better. This one you just get some cost reduction for doctrine, which you'll get 100% of it anyway because your navy's so massive. Free dockyards for 70 days, and then this one will give you free 4 islands with naval bases in it, which you can just build cheaply anyway. From the Navy, doctrine reductions, kind of useless. Amphibious operations, transport models, 100% research bonuses, really good. And this is Marines, 2 bonuses for them, and a Special Forces training bonus. And then 3-dimensional assault force, this is pretty big. So this will make your naval invasions so much better. So your air support mission efficiency will go up by another 10%. This is, I believe, for all cast missions, by the way, like everywhere. Your invasion penalty will go down by 10%, and your shore bombardment bonus will go up by 10% as well. So that's really good. Okay, moving on to the army, which is the final bit. We will go down to the from War Department. We'll build the Pentagon, and then we can build we can either do 90 Division Gamble or the Victory Program. Victory Program is significantly worse. I would suggest doing the 90 Division Gamble. It is much better. Just have a quick look. Yeah, see, this is pretty bad. This actually gives you actual bonuses to your divisions. So 10% reinforce rate, which is massive, 10% division recovery rate, and obviously division experience gain goes up by 10%, and supply penalties go down by 10% as well. At the moment it does say gain base stability minus 25%. I believe this does go the way though once you are at war, and this is, of course, you need 10% war support to do so, but once you're already at war, that's not an issue. Mobilize the reserves. This will basically just make it so that you can train 10% faster for an entire year. It's an alright one to go for. It also unlocks a general for you, John C.H. Lee. Selective Training Act. This will make you go from disarmed nation to limited conscription. Louisiana maneuvers. You will need to have 2 divisions in Louisiana down here at the time of it, and have researched this, the 37mm M3 anti-tank cannon, and this will give you a 75% reduction to doctrine and give you some shitty tank destroyer that you'll never ever use. Underneath that, you'll have Army of the United States giving you a further 50% land doctrine reductions and a mobilization speed of manpower of 20%. You will have the Women's Armed Service Integration Act, which will give you a further 2% recruitable population as the United States. Army Rangers, this will unlock a General, Lucien Truscott, and it will make your motorized, mechanized, and infantry do 25% extra hard attack and breakthrough when they're in fighting. The First Special Service Force, this will give a 100% research bonus to engineer companies, and one for desert, Jaegers, jungle, marines, etc., etc. Airborne Division, 100% research bonus from Special Forces training, and one for airborne. Yes. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway. And then these ones over here, mobilize the railways. This is kind of weak, to be honest. It's just basically some railway construction cost reductions, so I wouldn't really worry about it. And yeah, that's basically the entire US focus tree. Moving on to our setup. So, a big thing about the US is resources. You are on free trade and you have a lot of resources. 20% of them, you're actually gaining 20% less resources extracting it than what you actually would under normal circumstances because of that debuff, and you're giving away 80% of what you do extract away to the market. Now you have so many resources as the US that realistically you can afford to go from free trade to export focus and gain 30% of that back, and all your allies would still be completely fine. So that's what we're going to do as the US. In the meantime though, we will go ahead and increase our infrastructure in some zones, because some of the zones... Who's just joined? Fucking Brax. Little rat. Shut up, kid. Anyway, I'll just carry on. Yeah, so we'll need to increase our infrastructure in Texas, for obviously 126 oil, and we'll need to do it in some other states that have a lot of tungsten and steel. Steel is the biggest thing we're going to run out on early on, because we're going to make a gargantuan navy. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and deafen. So that is what our aluminium too is another big thing we're going to need to build up our infrastructure on. So we'll do those states, and we'll also do this one as well. So this is all the infrastructure we will be building. We're going to keep this in the queue, but what we're going to do is kind of move it around as we build stuff. So yeah, the infrastructure there, we'll leave it as that is. In the meantime though, we will go ahead and queue up some dockyards. We will queue up dockyards there. We're going to do it in the coastal states that go to 100%, which in this case is Texas. So, oh, Texas already filled up. Yeah, we'll do it there. Yeah, we'll do these northeastern states that are like 80% infrastructure already. Okay. Factories. Assign 10 to infantry equipment and the MIO. Assign 2 actually, we'll leave it at that at 1. We're going to put on the artillery designer. We're going to assign the dockyards to the current ships that we are building, and we are going to turn down any that have more than 1 queued, and then we're going to get rid of all the rest because that is a lot. including the bottom factory. We're going to assign the escort fleet for the Brooklyn Naval Yard to all of the destroyers. And then when it comes to the carriers, we will just put on the Newport one. And then for the Wichita class and the Astoria class ships, we will put on the Norfolk Naval Yard. These are the Battleship line one. Okay, we're going to trade one factory with the Soviet Union for chromium. We're going to be giving them lots of civilian factories for the chromium. Let's see. In terms of techs, we're going to go with electronic mechanical engineering, basic machine tools, construction 1. We're going to do the ends, and we are also going to do the 1936 heavy ship hull, because we don't start off with that. We're going to grab all our divisions, put them into a single army, and then grab all of the units into the US. We're going to go and put high priority on all these, put lowest priority on that. We're going to change all divisions over to the National Guard division. And then we are going to get rid of we're going to get rid of the other divisions that we don't need, except for the Marines. We're going to go to the Navy tab, and we're going to go and select G on we're going to select every Navy, and then press G to group them. And then we're going to combine them all into the first one, which is called Battle Force. Okay. Then we're going to group them and put them all in California. We're then going to go to the Air Force map mode, and we are going to select all the air wings in the United States, and we are going to get rid of them. Then we're going to go down to the Panama Canal and Hawaii and get rid of those, and any in the Philippines, yes, get rid of them in the Philippines. Go back to our Navy, select the aircraft carrier symbol. Alright, we've already got rid of them. And that is pretty much good to go. So, now we're going to unpause the game and, yeah, let it rip. Every time in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to put every single ship queued up into the battleships battle force over there, so they go out straight away. So now what we're going to do now is sort out what we're going to do for MIOs. So we're going to go for the Springfield Armory. We're going to go reinforced stocks, advanced barrel forging, mass rifle production, drum pattern sights, quality materials, and improved small arms bullet design. Then we're going to go semi-automatic rifles, medium machine guns production, heavy anti-armor ammunition, vehicle mounted capabilities, anti-vehicle landmines, mine racks. We're going to go to the artillery one. We're going to go advanced barrel forging, gun mass production, big guns, superchargers, rapid fire. Then we're going to go mobile limbers, hydraulic recoil system, sliding breech block, lightweight barrels, and then we're going to go trajectory, advanced trajectory calculations. We're going to go to the Ford Motor Company, and we're going to go with composite cargo bed. Then we're going to go closed chassis, bulletproof panels, landmine racks, light frame projectors, side-mounted medium machine guns, armored pulpit mount, and then we're going to go heavy-mounted machine gun, all-wheel drive, and then we will go with high-powered engine. For the Air Force, we're going to primarily use Boeing and North American Aviation. So for Boeing, we're going to go ahead for reinforced frames, standardized alloys, drop hammer alloy straining, and refined secondary aluminium. Then we're going to go extended rear fuselage, pressurized cockpit, Then we're going to go auto-leveled bomb sights, cockpit-controlled remote gun turrets, flying fortress, and then the unique US focus extension, super fortress. Then we're going to go advanced turbochargers. For North American aviation, we are going to go. We're going to start off with advanced production techniques. Then we're going to do high capacity ammunition, variable. No, sorry, we're going to go variable hedral. Don't even know how you pronounce that. Improved airframe strength, low drag wings. That's a misspell there. Windsja. High capacity ammunition, strafing techniques. Then we will go with... No, sorry, we're going to take off strafing techniques. We're going to go with large rudders and flaps, long range modifications, long range fighters, interception tactics, heavy fighters, strafing techniques, high explosive payload, tactical bombers, light aircraft production, and then the rest, who cares? Oh yeah, outsourced engines next, and then the last two, who cares? Right, Norfolk Naval Yard. Here we're going to go with internal armor belt, hardened critical components, advanced hydrodynamic system, or advanced armor design, either or. We're going to go advanced anti-air layout trait. We're going to go with secondary battery layout, gyro stabilized mounts, secondary fire director control, primary battery layout, high velocity guns, and combat information center. Escort fleet, we're going to go with submarine hunters, high-speed mine hunting equipment, advanced hydrodynamic design, fleet escorts, anti-air ships, mass production, anti-air layout trait, gyro stabilized mounts, improved light gun mounting, and improved anti-air gun mounting. Then we're going to go for the raiding fleet for the submarines, and we are going to go... We're going to go with high-speed raiding, high-speed operations stores, raiding submarines, large torpedo banks, do these to get them out the way, and then mass-produced raiders, and then that's it. For the tanks, we're going to go with Chrysler. And we are going to go with armor steel working. We're going to go with power traverse, all-round copula, simplified turret design. Then we're going to go with strict design specifications, and then finally expanded production facilities. Then specialist shells, improved gun metallurgy, advanced shells. Then we'll go with... we can go with any of these, to be honest, but we're going to go with breakthrough, so slop-sided armor. Then we'll go with truck engines, and then improvised suspension. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we can do this one, the automotive bullshit. We'll do economics of scale, and then reliability, quick design process, this. There you go, done. Alright, all done. Let's do with Empire of the Sun. Okay. A lot done. We will do WPA, mechanical computing. I don't think we'll have enough. No, we will not. Okay, we're going to research depth charge thrower. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, 3 dockyards. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to wait until we get this armor before we start building the battleships. So we will. How many Yorktowns do we have? Let's check. We're making 2. We have a Ranger. Okay, that's kind of ass, the Ranger. Alright, we'll build 2 more Yorktown class carriers. Yeah, we'll build 2 more. So yeah, we'll do that, and then what we'll do is we'll build some convoys. And we'll trade 1 more Civ Chromium. And then we're gonna do Dispersed Industry. Oh, I forgot to do this, but once all your ships are together, you take away your submarines and then you train the navy. Like so. We'll put all the subs in reserve for now. Right, what we're gonna do is pick a... We're gonna pick a silent workhorse, just so we can get... because we're desperately gonna need political power. Improved machine tools. And we'll do the agricultural adjustment act. This can be whatever, we'll change it anyway. We'll do a small lobbying effort so we can still gain political power per day. We'll need to do integrated designers, so we can get 20% research speed for all naval modules and ship hull researches. Okay, depth charge thrower done. We will spend 50 XP on all or nothing scheme. I forgot to do this, but we can do that now. So we're gonna put 1 factory there. Are we producing trucks? No, we're not. Okay, yeah, sorry. So I forgot to do this at the start of the game, but we'll do it now. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put 2 factories on support equipment and 1 on trains and 1 on trucks, so leaving you with 7 mills. In fact, what we're gonna do to compensate for that is what state are we building infrastructure in now? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So what we'll do is we will build some mills back because we're going to need it. Yeah, we'll build a couple mills. Okay, the ends is done. Then we're gonna go for construction 2. 150 political power. What can we spend it on? Let's save it for revolutionary mines. Okay, so we've done the Agricultural Adjustment Act. Now we go ahead and do the science slot. Scientific Research and Development Office. We can trade back at factory for chromium. Okay. Now we will research. Now we'll research active sonar, escort fleet designer. Okay, now we can research. Oh fuck! I did the greater good. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. It was 150 political power that I accidentally spent. Revolutionary Minds. I was trying to do it too quick. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll research air launched torpedoes and do it with the North American aviation. Okay, so we've got what, 8 mills queued up, so we'll go ahead. So 3 will go onto that. So 5, 7, 8. There we go. We will pay farm subsidiaries and do a small lobbying effort as well. Get as much government support as we can. Okay, we have passive sonar, so now what we're going to research is we're going to research the 37mm gun M3, also anti-tank 1. Okay, we've got a new research slot, so now we're going to research the Neutrality Act. And we're also going to research we'll start researching aircraft engines. With this 200 political power, we're going to spend it on getting Italian and German scientists, so we can get an extra 10% research speed, getting us up to 38. Okay, air launched torpedoes are done, so now we will research. Now we're gonna do radio. And now we're going to research small caliber semi-armor piercing shot. Research these all with the Battleship liner. Democrats 4 more years. Sleepy Joe. We're going to give statehood to Hawaii. Okay, Nebraska, so we now need to go put a... Which one are you? You're like here, aren't you? Not Oklahoma. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to need to build a mill in Nebraska for our senator that's, you know, crying about it. Armor piercing, capped medium shells. Oh, you're joking, man. Okay. The UK wouldn't actually do this in a real game. So fuck it, we'll do it anyway. Obviously the UK player's not going to hamper their own ally, that would just be stupid. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to research, well not research, we're going to make some cheap cheap AF destroyers. And we're going to call these Escort. And what we're going to do is we're going to queue up 40 of them. In fact, no, we'll do 20 in each. Yeah, so 20 in each we'll do. Actually, we'll do 60. Arsenal of Democracy. Right, 250 political power for each of them. So okay, and boom, done. Why are we doing that? What are you doing, UK man? We're gonna have to, because so basically what's happening is the AI's picked a decision that directly harms us, which a player will just never pick in a million years. So whatever the effects of it are, I'm just going to give myself back because I don't think that's representative of an actual game, to be honest. What is it? 10 stability and 35 political power? Alright. Let's just watch out this first. So what, 10 stability? Yeah, so we took a disability. So I'll bump up that and PP 35. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Now we will research. What are we even going to research at this point? Right, let's research 1940 carrier and let's research. Do we want to build super heavy battleships? I don't know. Let's do it. Research Dispersed free. We need to get lots of dockyards, like lots and lots of dockyards. Okay, radio is done. We will research radio detection. Actually, I'll start researching the 1940 cruiser hull instead. Talk on national security. Science Haven. And then what we're gonna do is put another one on trucks. And then a anti-air. Alright, yeah, there we go. So those 3 factories we'll put on that, and then we'll do, yeah, we'll do it like that. Actually no, that's pretty gay. Plymouth Rock. Has our American civilization been in such danger as now? The Nazi masters of Germany have made clear that they intend not only to dominate all life and thought in their own country. Okay. Now we will research. Not research. Should probably do either War Industrialist or this guy. Alright, we'll research the 1940 destroyer hull. Alright, so this just about puts us under it. Yeah, so we'll just call this a super heavy battleship. We will go ahead and make... We'll make 5.
Battalions are being blocked on the other side of the Atlantic by the British, and by the Greeks, and by thousands
So 5 super
of
heavy
soldiers and
battleships.
sailors who are able to escape from subjugated countries. The Japanese are being engaged in China
Pay the farm subsidiaries.
by the Chinese nation in another great defense. In the Pacific Ocean is our fleet. A gun loaded with a
You know what, we'll do 6. We'll do 6 super heavy battleships.
as well as
That is a lot of super heavy battleships. Okay, and then we'll do the Fair Labor Standards Act.
frankly and definitely there is danger ahead
And radio detection.
against which we must prepare. But we well know that we cannot escape danger or the fear of it by crawling into bed and pulling the covers over our heads. Germany has said that she was occupying Belgium. Save the
Belgium's from the British.
Would she hesitate then to say to any South American country, we are occupying you to protect you from aggression by the United States? Belgium is being used as an invasion base against Britain, now fighting for its life. And any South American country in Nazi hands would always constitute a
Small
jumping
lobbying
off
effort
place
again.
for German attack on any one of the other republics of this hemisphere. We think of Hawaii as an outpost of defense in the Pacific.
Yet the liaisons. Alright, we need to get rid of some infantry divisions actually because we're never going to be able to deploy some of our planes, not planes, ships. Okay, so we've now done the Fair Labor Standards Act. So now we will go for War Department and research the two Ocean Navy Act and the Bureau of Ships, just in time for all of our super heavy battleships to start taking full advantage of it.
This is the same
Form of wishful thinking. And we will go ahead and do the Standard Oil of California.
of so many conquered peoples. Let us no longer
Bum, bum,
blind
bum,
ourselves
bum, 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 bum,
to the
bum,
undeniable
bum,
fact
bum,
that the
bum,
evil
bum,
forces
bum. Right, we'll use this tech, this
so many others.
we'll use this technology slot to tech juggle for the cruiser hull.
Knows much about them. And every day is very
Two Ocean Navy Act. Oh no, carrier. Sorry, we'll do it for the carrier. Bum 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 bum
stir up
bum
suspicion
bum
and dissension, cause internal strife. They tried to turn capital against labor and vice versa. They tried to reawaken long slumbering racial and religious enmity, which should have no place in this country. And there are also American citizens, many of them in high places. who
Dude, does Nebraska want another fucking factory in it?
aiding and abetting the work of these agents.
Got a fan in Nebraska, man.
Charge these American citizens with being foreign agents,
Low cat.
but I do charge them with doing
Okay,
exactly
so we're getting ready to attack juggle now. So we get rid of the carrier,
the dictator
and we will move that over to the decimetric radar. And we'll use this slot and go over to the carrier, and boom. Shaved off 56 days.
no man can tame
the tiger into a kit by stroking.
There can be no appeasement with
Ruthlessness.
There can be no reasoning with an incendiary bomb.
Okay. And so what we'll do at this point is we'll actually just make convoys because we're going to need lots of them. I'm going to close my door real quick. Boom, two Ocean Navy Act is done. Now we will do the Bureau of Ships and we will research. Let's attack juggle with this one as well. So we're going to go ahead and produce another line of dockyards. Convoys, sorry. We will use this 100 political power to get a Carl Spatz to get the air advisor, and we're going to spend some of this naval one. So we'll go with instilled aggression, and we will fill out all the carrier stuff. Okay. We're gonna attack juggle the cruiser hull. How many super heavies am I doing again? 6? Okay, 6 super heavies, 6 carriers. No, I can't do 6 carriers because I'll do 8 carriers. Bureau of Ships. And now we will research the... what are we going to research actually? We could do this and embargo Japan. Let's do escort effort in case, because I'm pretty sure that applies to the light cruisers, which we'll make a bunch of. So it'd be nice to get a nice 10% cost reduction on it. Okay, and we're ready to attack juggle again, so we'll swap out this we'll start doing naval guns now. And then we'll go back and finish off the cruiser. Okay, nice. Decimetric radar. We'll now do advanced machine tools. And do some lobbying efforts. We'll now also do... We'll do maritime construction. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 dum 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 bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. So carrier's done. We will now research. Improved launched torpedoes. to... Yeah, we're gonna need some more steel, aren't we? Yeah, we'll do these two. So we'll finish this off, and for now we'll just trade for steel. I don't want to make another carrier line because we're giving away too many factories, so I'll make one, and then we'll make more once the super heavy battleship hulls are done. Okay, nice. We will research smoke generators and range improvements. Once this is done, we will do the Federal Housing Act. Construction 2, yeah. Oh, attaché to China. So, improve relations to China. And then when we get political power, we will send an attaché. Federal Housing Act. Okay, boom, done. Now we can stop improving relations. So now we're going to get some Army XP from China, but more importantly we get 10% war support. We'll send where we like. We will research Depth Charge Motor 3 with XP. And now we'll start aircraft HMG. Basic dual purpose battery. South Dakota wants some action. Okay, with range improvements done, we're gonna go and research excavation 1. Boom, ba bum, ba bum, ba bum, boom, 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 boom. Okay, and with the 1940 destroyer hull, what we're going to do is research. We're gonna put on. Yeah, we're just gonna call it that actually. Fiscal fleet. We'll do 30. And then the cruiser will, okay, we'll call this a spotter. In fact, we'll just do whatever. Yeah, so we will make some spotter cruisers. So we'll make 6. Federal Housing Act, amazing. Now we will build. Now we will do war plans divisions. Pay farm subsidiaries to do this. Get some more National Guard divisions going out. 20 will do. Bum ba bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum dun 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 dun. Amazing. Alright, we can stop trading for steel and also chromium since we've gotten quite a lot of it now. Right, we'll let these builds carry on. And what we're going to build now is some regular cruisers. So these are going to be some of our escort cruisers that we're going to build. Just realized these cruisers don't actually have tier 3 engine. Right, I'm not really too bothered about that. I am going to just simply waste the 20 days of production on him, unfortunately. Oh well. So this is our escort cruiser, and we will build. We're gonna have what, 3 escort fleets, so 9. And we are determining this with the symbol, by the way. So when you select a symbol, like this is like a tag, right? When you change the tag, when you go to your navy and you go to the composition editor and you want to add in a ship, like a cruiser, you pick a tag, and then you can assign, like a light cruiser here, how many it is. So instead of just like light cruisers that like your battle, like basically if I was to make like a battle fleet and I want to add in light cruisers into the template so that it just automatically fills up every time I make new ones, and I have and I lost some old ones, right? What happens is, instead of having my spotting cruisers with no guns go in there, it can be assigned with my gun cruisers to go in there instead, so that you see what I mean? So it's just the tag system. So yeah, spotter cruiser, escort, and then we just make another one. And this is the battle cruiser, basically the cruiser that fights alongside the big ships. And in fact, we're going to make that now. So gun. Let's go ahead and make. We're gonna make 20 in total. So. Need some. Gonna eat something real quick. Okay. Improved all purpose. Great. Now, I am going to take away these convoys. Acquisition support. I'm not calling out the USS Alabama, it was going to get called the Iowa. Amazing. So now, all we need to build, well, we need to cancel our chromium trades with the Soviets. And now we need to build carriers. So, we are going to build 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. 100 XP. I'm going to save it up for 150. Okay. What we're going to do is grant the Air Force the autonomy at once. And we will research strategic bombing. And we will research the improved asymmetric radar. And excavation 2. We're gonna go with... I'm gonna go with battlefield support. Do I want that though, or strap bombing? Yeah, we'll do the battlefield support. There's some strap bombing and naval efficiency one. Then we're gonna do industry liaisons. Then we're gonna do... Let's do improved computing machine. Try and get that extra fire control system early. Okay, 150 political power. We're now gonna do divine inspiration for 10% war support. We're only 3% away. Let's go. Alright, now we're gonna research anti-upgrade 1. And at some point shortly we'll start organising our ships. Alright, mech. We're going to research mechanized. And the improved battery. We're going to spend 25 political power on getting space efficient design. How many dockyards are we up to? We need more. Alright, I think that should be enough. Trade with the Soviets again for chromium. Construction 3 is done. Now we're going to research our... No, we're not going to do that. Alright, now I'm going to start researching some tank stuff, I guess. We'll research the basic heavy tank because we're going to need to. At some point, unfortunately. Okay, and just in time for this... No, we'll send it where we want, pal. Alright, now we're going to do escort fighters. And we'll research it with these two. Alright, let's have a look at our navy then. So, submarines we'll put into their own guy. Right, the Yorktown. So we'll put the Yorktown in this fleet, and where are the two Yorktown? There's 4 Yorktowns. Wait, so we have 5 Yorktowns. Shit, that's 5 escort fleets then. I did what, 9? So we're gonna bump this up to. We're gonna bump it up from 9 to 15 then. Fucking hell. Yeah. We'll put down the repair queue to 1, and we will trade some more chromium. I'm going to do the 60 in here. And we're going to get the shield cruisers and put them in this one as well. Alright, and we're going to call this the escort fleets. EF1 for escort fleet 1. And then we're going to put this cruiser with the shield in EF1. Okay, to make it super simple. And then the spotters, we will put them in their own fleet as well. And we will call them the spotters. And we'll just call them spotters. And we will put the spotters in spotters. Creative for now. The 1940 destroyers we will put in our big fleet with our big battleships, and the same thing with the 1940 cruisers. We'll put these in there as well. And we'll go ahead and assign them, so they will go in this one. Gun cruiser goes in that one, and gun cruiser also goes in that one, and we'll put all these carriers in there as well. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. So, we need to go for an escort guy, Ollie Burke, my G. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll make him our escort guy. And 1, and we will call this a escort fleet, like so, and we will grab half of them and another one of them and put him in there. Oh, we didn't save it, fuck. Escort fleet, save. Then we'll go to this, select escort fleet, and boom. And we will do that again. Boom. This is gonna go to Mr. Nimitz. Yeah, trust the Nimitz, we'll go to that. Our spotters will go to someone who's a spotter that is a bit weaker. Okay, there we go, spotter. And we will never engage. And what we'll do is split the fleets up into singular ships as such. Excellent. This will be a submarine guy, and we'll split those up into groups of 30. As such, and this singular submarine that went away that has like a weird fucking symbol on it. Like, what even is this? There you go, pal. Boom. You're in. So we got 2 extra carriers left over. We'll research Dispersed 4. And, oh, what was I going to research before that? Oh.
journey.
As you said, that the settlement of the Czechoslovakian problem, which has now been achieved,
In my view, only the prelude.
to a larger settlement in which all Europe may find peace. This morning, I had another talk with the German Chancellor, Herr Hitler. Here is the paper which bears his name upon it as well as mine.
Did I even sell?
Some of you
Did I seriously not even sell these planes?
what it contains.
No, I didn't.
And I would just like to read it to you.
Oh.
We, the German Führer and Chancellor, and the British Prime Minister have had a further meeting today and are agreed in recognizing that the question
Yeah, we're gonna change that. We will do military done. Right, we're gonna do suspend the persecution so we can get some extra war support. Fact. Maybe we should ban the US doing this because it is way too broken. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna ban the US doing that, to be honest. That's way too broken. So I'm gonna get my 150 political power back that I spent for that. And then I'm going to go do, let's do Liberty ships. Bum 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 beta dum bum dum dum do do da since. We got the financial expert. What am I even doing? Sorry. Improves small airframe and improved medium airframe. 100 XP. We'll wait till we get secular institutions. Semi-electric radar. Nice. We'll do business interest. What even is this one? Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Are we fucking serious, man? Build more carriers, capital ships than you goon. We'll do this. Office of Strategic, whatever the fuck. Imagine it's actually called that. The Office of Strategic, whatever the fuck. Holy fuck, man. Why are we so low on steel? Jesus is here, do 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 do, bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum. La 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 tira 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 la 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 hi hi. Bum 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 bada bum bum bum. Right, so we're going to open up a new production line of some cruisers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these guys are going to go to EF1, like so. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and start. I think we will likely go ahead and begin retrofitting soon. Yeah, we'll start retrofitting some ships. We'll start with the carriers. Right, we'll save it to withdraw from the naval treaties. And then we'll just start making some mills straight away. Right after it. Yeah, let's do that then. Will we even be able to do it? No. Fuck's sake. Right, we'll just make some convoys for the time being then. We'll do military construction. Who is even making those carriers, man? Oh fuck. Yeah, we have to keep doing it. Okay, that's fine. Right, now we are going to do... Oh, we're gonna do excavation 3. Yeah. Right, withdraw from the treaties. Boom, done. Now we will change over these carriers. And we'll start off with the battle fleet first. Let's call it a Lexington class. So Lexington class carrier, and then let's go to the 1936 version, and we'll add on 1 cruiser armor. We won't change the engine though, because that'll be too expensive. And this will be the Yorktown class. Okay. We will need to go back and enable that. Okay, so let's start retrofitting the Yorktowns. Right, we'll cancel those two, because they are not even being used. We'll change over to the Spirit to refit, and then what we'll do is we'll go to the Yorktown in our escort fleets and start retrofitting them. Okay, and boom. Right, we've got the improved small airframe. We are now going to research heavy bombs. Right. This AI is starting to piss me off. So I'm going to turn off AI a second. and I am going to tag over to the UK because they are really starting to annoy me. They're just like, let's fucking fight the US! What's that? What's that? What is this? Oh. Right, so we're going to allow Diplo, and we are going to non-aggression pact. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let's invite them. Let's invite myself to the Allies, but I just won't join in on their war. Stupid fucking idiots, man. Oh, wrong country. Tag USA. So we'll do a non-aggression pact, and we'll join the Allies. Right. Jesus Christ. Stupid fuck idiot AI. Okay, so now we're gonna make some naval bombers for the carriers. So we will do this, and we will make some Avengers. We'll put 6 factories on them. And we will make some Wildcats. We'll put 4 factories on them. No, 5. And then we will make some regular fighters. And then we will do... well, we're going to do medium bomber casts. We're not going to do regular casts. Anti-air. And now we're going to research... we're going to research some better artillery. Actually, no. We're going to research better... yeah, we're going to research some tank stuff now. Okay. We're going to give this guy... do we have a Chinese one? No, we don't. A Japanese one, sorry. German guy will go in the Reich. Reich! And then we'll have a medium airframe. So we'll have 2 engines, and what we'll do is we'll have the cheapest gun, so 2 times light machine gun. And then we'll put on 2 medium torpedo mountains and an extra fuel tank. And we should be able to do this. Yeah, so we'll make this a... we'll give it the weird fucking... we'll make it red. And then we'll give it a bunch of heavy machine guns, take away the flying boat, and then boom. And now we have the... let's just call it the Lightning. So, the Thunderbolt, we will make 10 factories for that, and we'll put it above our regular fighter. And then we will do the Lightning, and we'll do 10 factories above the regular fighter as well. And then... actually no, we will do small casts. Do we have heavy bombs? No, we don't. We're still researching it. Okay. Oh, I forgot. We will go to the Lightning, and we will change... no, the Thunderbolt, and we will change the symbol on it. Pretty sure that affects... if they get reinforced into the same fleet, the same Air-wings. So we're pretty much at this point... we are just simply retrofitting the Navy. close. Boom. Right, I'm not sure why all these fucking fleets are there. Burden. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Let's go. Oh, we do have a Japanese one. Let's put the Japanese spy in Tokyo. Select the service act. So we're gonna have 5 escort fleets. Insane, man. Available dockyard, and we need to trade more, so we will go and trade more of that, and even some more of that. Jesus Christ, our steel's insane. Yeah, we're gonna need to go to free trade, export focus as soon as possible. We're getting into the realm of fuckery right now. Okay. And then let's upgrade the spotter ships first. In fact, they can stick with that. Yeah, we'll make them the fastest they can possibly go as well, so and we'll give it some guns so it's not just defenseless, you know? We'll give it tier 2 armor. No, we'll give it cruiser 1 armor because destroyers can't even destroy that. In fact, before we do that, how long until the next radar? Okay, just 10 days, so we'll just wait 10 days for that. Cost plus. Trade. We're going to trade with the UK first, because they're actually going to benefit from it. We'll just quickly make some dockyards for like okay, or research atomic research. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. Right, now we're gonna set up the spotting cruiser. So tier 2, tier 1 armor, wasn't it? Yeah, tier 1 armor. Give it a gun. Anti-air free. We'll give it as many catapults as possible. Best radar we can give at the moment. And sonar too. Bum 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 bum, little Sparta class. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun bum 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 bum. So we have 6 ships to retrofit. Right, we'll merge them all for simplicity's sake. So we can retrofit all of them into spotters. Okay. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dun 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 bum. Did we fucking make 9 of them? Oh my god. Did not mean to make 9 fucking carriers, bro. Alright, we'll put this one in reserve. That should go down, right? Nope. Alright, so now we need to get rid of some cruisers and that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of 4 cruisers. They can go in reserve. And how much more does that go down by? And now we need to get rid of 12 destroyers. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, 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 da. Okay, so we've got that done now. We might as well start researching some armor stuff. So basic engine. These carriers need not turning into Lexingtons. What? Wait, is it Lexingtons? Yeah, it is. Never mind. Yeah, Lexington carriers. Bum ba bum. Bum ba bum. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum. Export focus. Get rid of that so we can trade some more, retrofit some more. Right, now we need to retrofit the escort cruisers, destroyers. So there we go. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Escort 1936. All done, and now we will retrofit these into them. Okay. We'll need to research the improved medium tank chassis, and we can research basic armor protection. with this we can do advanced fire control system. Now we can do now we'll do magic. No, actually we won't. We'll embargo Japan. So Office of Economic Warfare. And we'll start building up some infrastructure. Not infrastructure, building civs everywhere now. Okay. These destroyers will need changing as well. I'll just call it DD. Okay, boom. Improved engine. Office of Economic Warfare. And that should be
I am speaking to you from the cabinet room at 10 Downing Street.
Is that actually it? It's like we're not even going to get 50% war support.
The
Wow.
British ambassador in Berlin,
Okay, now we'll research fleet submarines.
thinking that unless we heard from them by 11 o'clock, that they were prepared at once to withdraw their troops from Poland, and a state of war would exist between us. I have to tell you now.
Demand
that no
compensation.
such undertaking has been received, and that consequently
Improved
this
armor
country
protection.
is at war with Germany. You can imagine what a bitter blow it is to me that all my long struggle to win peace has failed.
Yeah, boy.
Yet I cannot believe that
Now
the
we're going to go and get
anything just as I had done, and it would have been more successful.
right. So now we're going to
It would have been quite possible
select
to have a
carriers guy
peaceful and honorable settlement between Germany and
and the naval aviation guy.
that Hitler
Oh, shut up, you pudgy bastard. Da-da-da-da-dum. Bum ba ba bum ba ba bum. No, I'm not joining the war. Boom ba boom. Uppströmt och det schneit. Ob die Sonne uns lagt. Get fucked, you jammy cunts. Boom, 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 but did not. Okay, so now we're going to start retrofitting our other stuff. So, super heavy battleships, they'll be getting retrofitted first, sorry. Panzer im Sturm, fehlen dahin, dum ba ba bum. Dun dun dun. Alrighty, so this is the super heavy battleship, and we will go ahead and retrofit 6 of these bad boys. As for the cruiser, Cruiser armor 4, light cruiser guns 3. Aus dem Kameraden in Kampf steht wird allein. So streusen wie tief in die feindlichen rein, dann da da dann. Aus dem Kameraden. Okay, now we'll need to do the escort fleet again and set a space efficient design to it. Defined can rein down ba. We need 1 or 2 more war support before we can join the war. From department. Das Reich ist hier, ja, Reich ist. Louisiana maneuvers. Right, we're not going to do a 70 day one because, yeah, we'll do cash and carry. Reich ist hier, so Deutschland, maintenance company 1. Bum 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 bum. Okay. No, we'll put them where we want. And then we'll need to do the escort cruisers. Yeah, so now we need to start retrofitting the escort cruisers. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and research better guns, and we will update our policy on our MIO. We don't need as much chromium, so we'll get rid of that and we'll trade some more rubber. Dun 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 dun. Amazing. Now we can do the giant wigs. We'll do Mark W. Clark. Dun 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 dun. Do you know what? We will refit the engines on this because it will be going 40 knots. So we'll do that. And we'll do that for all these as well. And I'll do for this one too once it's done. Once all 20 of them are done. Bomb department and radio interception. And we will start deciphering the Japanese. Which will be him. We've already reached 100 in Japan. We will let it go. I'm just going to let that operative die. I'm not even going to bother with him for the rest of the game. We will continue to research some more stuff over here. And we will start designing a medium tank. We'll get better guns at some point. We'll give it a Sherman symbol. And we will produce 10 factories on the Sherman. And we will do that after that. Okay, now we also need to do a cast plane, so small bomb locks, heavy bombs, heavy bomb locks, there we go, and now we've got a Havoc, put 10 factories on that, and we'll put them right underneath the fighters. Okay, sweet. Dispersed Industry 6. Now we will go with assembly line production. And we will research logistics. We'll go ahead and top up all of our states that we're building mills in. Boom. What even realistically needs retrofitting at this point? I don't actually think anything does. Oh yeah. Our battle destroyers. These spotter ones don't have to do anything. Oh yeah, the super heavy battleships, they need retrofitting for the HP. Okie dokie then. So...
Yes, sir.
start splitting off our army now.
Ready.
And we can start making some more divisions. So we're going to research field hospitals. We are going to research 48, 55 more divisions, and that's going to be that. Then we're going to research small arms, 39. We are still... we're still basically 2 years away from joining the war, and we're already fucking stacked. We are so fucking strong. This game is unreal. Right. We're gonna go to partial mode as soon as we get off that as well. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, now we can just start stacking out our intelligence. Look at that. God, we're so fucking strong. Centralized control, we'll get that and that. Easy maintenance. Well, we can't trade any more rubber with them, can we? Alright, now we start trading with Malaya. Okay, and we start getting some better guns. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, sir.
Right, National Guard Division. We will. Oh, we weren't even making any anti-tank, were we? Yeah, so we'll go ahead and change the divisions like that. Boom, 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 do, do. Send the goods, send a little democracy with it. What? Okay. We'll select that because it's funny. Partial move. Pro. We're so fucking stacked, it's unreal. Okay, now we can stop training our old navy. And what we're going to do is split. So we're going to take half of the battleships. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to take some heavy cruisers. We're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to take half the light cruisers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to try and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right, so we'll take away 20 of those, and we'll give them the worst admiral. Okay, he needs 6. He needs a bunch more screens apparently. So we'll select the Clemson, double-click the Clemson, select half, and then move them over to him. Okay, nice. And then this guy at the bottom will give that him. Okay, nice. So we're gonna call this the Reserve Fleet. And we will also call this a Reserve Fleet 2. So these are our hunter-killers, escort fleets. This will be our strike force, and then these are our spotters. Okay, we will spread the spotters out into their own individual ships, like so. Okay, so this reserve fleet we're going to put in Hawaii. And then this one we will keep in California. These submarines we will put in Wake Island, and these ones we will put in the Johnston Atoll, and then this one we will put in the Midway Island. And we'll wait till we have all of the other ships retrofitted before we move them. Switch over the guns too. And we can go ahead and get signal companies. Support 38. Now we're going to go ahead and get flamethrower. And trade for some more rubber. Louisiana maneuver's done. Now we will do Army of the United States. We're going to put one spotter in Midway Island, another one in the Johnston Atoll, another one in Hawaii. We'll put 2 in Hawaii. We'll put 1 in the Line Islands, and we'll put another up in the Attu Island. Okay, we'll go ahead and research support 40. Okay, so we've got maintenance company 2. Good. Now we'll research construction 4 and do our machine assisted decryption. These guys need retrofitting. Atomic research is done, which is good. Now we can start researching some of this, so Navy focus. Agricultural shipments, okay. That's stuff for India. Okay, we've got a bunch more divisions and factories now. Look at that, man. It's insane.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes, sir.
doesn't matter if our infantry divisions have use up oil, because we are the United States. Oil is in our blood. Cooking oil as well. Right, so we're gonna go Douglas MacArthur for this field marshal, and what we're gonna do is, oh yeah, we need like island divisions, don't we? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove one of these, and then I'm gonna add on. I'm gonna make him 36 width, and we'll put on this, and then a field hospital. Yeah. Okay, nice. Yeah, so we'll do that, and this is going to be a... Right, we'll call it an NA division for National Guard, and we'll change this to infantry. So, infantry division, which will also get that. And then we will call this a National Guard division, and this will be a reserves. And so what we will do is we'll have this army. We'll call it all the Reserves Division. So these guys are going to guard all the naval bases in the and islands, like the coastline, in the Pacific. So that's all. Right, so we'll do 12, so there's 2 per tile, so that's 24. We're not even going to bother defending that one, because I'm just going to lose it. Okay. We will research... Oh, we'll start researching the artillery. Click off that, click off all these, 'cause I'm not joining the war, man. It's not my time. We'll do some department stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All in.
We'll put 1 division to defend the Philippines. Yeah, so they'll go defend the Philippines.
Ready, sir.
And what we'll do is... You know what, we'll have 2 armies go defend the Philippines. Yeah, so you guys go defend the Philippines. And what we'll do is we'll do flying fortresses.
All in.
Super heavy battleships are almost retrofitted. And we're just going to research 1942 guns. And we will research logistics too. Okay, great. Signal Company 2. I need to retrofit them again. Okay, these carriers, we will delete all the air-wings, and what we'll do is we'll put down 110 Avengers, 110 Avengers, 110 Avengers, and 110 more Avengers, and then the bottom 2 ones we'll fill out with 110 Wildcats. So we just need 210 more, 240 more Avengers, and then this carrier group is all done. These destroyers, these guys also need upgrading. So we will, because of the range, so we'll go ahead and retrofit them as well, which will take 2 days to do. Do these guys need upgrading? Extra HP. Fuck it, we'll do that as well. So these guys now need retrofitting again to this one, which will take 6 days. Okay, next focus that we'll need to do will be US Air Force. We will do the howitzer. Army Department. Now we will need to do more mills. And let's just do fuel refining for the fuck of it. And more rubber. Honolulu.
Mr. Speaker, on Friday evening last, I received His Majesty's commission to form a new administration. It was the evident wish and will of Parliament
Shipbuilding in North Carolina.
that this should be conceived on the broadest possible basis, and that it should include all parties, both those who supported the late government and also the parties of the opposition.
Okay, we'll now research artillery grid again.
A war cabinet has been formed of 5 members, representing with the Liberal opposition the unity of the nation.
Okay, we can put some more
Have agreed to serve
bombers in our planes, in our carriers, sorry. So,
fighting services have been filled.
alright, so we just need some more there.
Should be done in one single day, on account of the extreme urgency and rigor of events. A number of other key petitions were filled yesterday, and I'm submitting a further list to His Majesty tonight. I hope to complete the appointment of the principal minister during tomorrow.
Okay, and the next focus is going to be
A little longer, but I trust
support Rock Island,
again this part of my task will be
and we will research
be complete in all respects.
or research Field Hospital 2.
To suggest that the House should be summoned to meet today. Mr. Speaker agreed and took the necessary
Navy focus, and now we will also research
conferred upon him by the resolution of the House.
sortie
At the
efficiency,
end of the proceedings today,
port strikes, convoy
the
rating,
adjournment of the
sortie
House will be
efficiency.
proposed until Tuesday, the 21st of May, with of course provision for earlier meeting if need be. The business to be considered
We'll do focus targeting.
to members at the earliest opportunity. I now invite the House by the resolution.
Right, now we shall start increasing our
And to declare its confidence in the new government. Sir, to form an
Mr. Speaker.
This is a great trial of strength between the British and German air forces. Can you conceive a greater objective for the Germans in the air?
Right, so
And to think all the
we're almost done
almost to the extent of thousands.
with this game.
Could there have been an objective of greater military importance and significance?
FDR is indispensable, they say.
They
I'm gonna
tried
stand up
hard,
while I do this.
and they were beaten back. They were frustrated in their task.
This is weird.
We got the army away. They have paid fourfold for any losses which they have inflicted. Sir, when we consider how much greater would be our advantage in defending the air above this island against an overseas attack, I must say that I find in these facts a sure basis upon which practical and reassuring thoughts may rest. I will pay my tribute to these young airmen. The great French army was very largely, for the time being, cast back and disturbed for the onrush of a few thousands of armored vehicles. May it not also be that the cause of civilization itself will be defended by the skill and devotion of a few thousand airmen.
So we're gonna build a level 10 fort in Hawaii, not fort, naval base, so that we can send
The Knights of the Round
our some ships out there.
the Crusaders all fall back into the past. Not only distant, but prosaic.
Do you know what? We're gonna build 3.
These young men going forth every morn to guard their native land, and all of which stand for
Yeah, we're gonna build 2 more.
hands. These instruments of colossal and
This is gonna be
power,
Fortress Hawaii.
whom it may be said that every morn brought forth a noble chance, and every chance brought forth a noble night, deserve our gratitude, and do all
And then we'll do another one in the Atlantic.
so many ways and on so many occasions. Are ready
So we will do
to give life and all to their native land.
the Mid-Atlantic gaps, the Central Atlantic gap.
Our thankfulness at the escape of our army, and so
We will
many
even get
others
rid of
without
the Saragossa Sea.
through an agonizing week.
Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna allow the Saragossa Sea.
But what happened in France and Belgium is a colossal military disaster. The French army has been weakened.
And we will assign research teams to this guy. Right, so these,
Fortified lines upon which so much
what
faith
we will
has been
do
rested.
is...
Many valuable mining districts and factories have passed into the enemy's possession.
Efficiency
All
cap.
of the channel ports are in his hands. With all the
So
tragic
all medium planes. Yeah, okay, we'll do the
consequences of
efficiency
that.
cap bit.
And we must expect
Them.
another blow to be struck, almost immediately, at us, or at France. We are told, sir, that Herr Hitler has a plan for invading the British Isles. This has often been thought of before. When Napoleon lay at Boulogne for a year with his flat-bottom boats and his grand army, he was told by someone, there are bitter weeds in England. There are certainly a great many more of them since the British expeditionary force returned.
Fucking hell, all dockyards are done. Holy shit. Right, so...
Nothing is neglected, and if the
No.
preparations are made, and they are being made, we should prove ourselves once more able to defend our island.
Let's get rid of that, and let's make a new
war
ship.
and to outlive the menace of tyranny, if necessary for years,
And we'll call this
necessary alone.
an escort. So, now we will...
That is what we are going to try to do. That is the resolve of His Majesty's government. Every man of them. That is the will of Parliament and the nation. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native. Mr. Speaker, the disastrous military events which have happened during the past fortnight have not come to me with any sense of surprise. Indeed, I indicated a fortnight ago that clearly as I close the House, that the worst possibilities were, and I made it perfectly clear that whatever happened in France would make no difference to the resolve of Britain and the British Empire to fight on, if necessary for years.
We will make 2 of these.
I have thought it right upon this occasion to give the House and the country some indication of the solid, practical ground upon which we base our inflexible resolve to continue the war. There are a good many people who say, never mind, win or lose, sink or swim, better die than submit to tyranny, and such a tyranny.
Okay, and so what we're going to do now is...
But I can assure them that our professional advisors of the 3 services unitedly advise that we should carry on the war, and that there are good and reasonable hopes of final victory. We have fully informed and consulted all the self-governing dominions. These great communities, far beyond the oceans, who have been built up on our laws and on our civilization, and who are absolutely free to choose their course, but are absolutely devoted to the ancient motherland, and who feel themselves inspired by the same emotions which lead me to...
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have... So essentially what I've done now is I've set up a continuous line of escort destroyers, and what I've also done is, in fact, I'm going to make it a battle destroyers. Fuck it. So we're going to have a dedicated line, an infinite line of escort destroyers, an infinite line of battle destroyers, 2 lines of convoy escorts that will pretty much take just a day to do each one, and then I've set up an entire new navy. In fact, I can get rid of 1. An entire new set of ships to do another strike force like this of equal size. So that's going to happen, and that should be up by 1943, just in the background. So I don't even need to pay attention to it. Okay, so this fleet is done. And now I will call this a strike force fleet.
And if final victory rewards our toils, they shall share the gain. I and freedom shall be restored to all. We abate nothing of our just demand. Not one jot or tittle do we receive. Czechs, Poles, Norwegians, Dutch, Belgians,
Boom.
joined their forces to our own.
Right, so now we can put this in Hawaii.
I expect that the Battle of Britain is about to begin. Upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. Upon it depends our own
Escort fleets. Right, so now what we're going to do with these ones is put in 40, 50, sorry, what am I doing? 50, 40.
All Europe may be free, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, sunlit uplands. But if we fail, then the whole world, including the United States, including all that we have known and cared for, will sink into the abyss of a new dark age, made more sinister, more protracted by the lights of perverted silence.
We'll do the Manhattan Project.
Brace ourselves to our doom. So bear ourselves that if the British Empire and its Commonwealth
So we'll
men will still say this.
Alright, we'll do this guy for the islands. This guy in the Philippines will do... We'll do William Simpson. and in the Philippines also we will do Leonard Garreau.
Yes, sir.
This will be Mark W. Clark, and this guy will be him.
Fall in.
And what we'll do with this is swap this over to mechanized. Signal. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, this is without doctrines actually. So yeah, we'll do that. And we'll call it Sherman Division. And we'll just start producing 24 Shermans at a time. We'll save that for that. In the meantime, we will research that. Still have spare dockyards, really. We'll put as many dockyards as it takes to go onto repairs. We'll just throw some on there. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this fleet here will go strike force in these places. These will go on highly aggressive, and these will convoy raid. Yeah, they'll convoy raid there. So this is a escort force. We've got 3 escort forces. So what we'll do is we'll escort in these areas. We'll get rid of this one. We'll block fleets from going in certain areas. Like, well, actually we'll keep that one up. Okay, and here too. Yeah, so our fleets all have to go that way. Okay, nice. Yeah, there we go. Right, we'd fill up the rest of them, of course. So they're all going to, all these fleets are going to do that. We'll train them though first. This is our strike force. This thing will be put on strike force in Hawaii. Even down here, but we'll train that. Spotters. These guys are set to never engage, and these guys will patrol, and we will patrol them in these areas. And the reserve fleet in Hawaii here will also strike force in these areas. Alright, so this is what our Navy setup would be like. We would also we would build some air bases on every island that we owned, and we would deploy our thunderbolts and a lightning in each sea zone. We'd go air superiority, then naval strike, and the reason we do this is so that technically they're both fighters, so if we select air superiority, both of them will do it. But one of them we want to be the naval bomber. So what we will do is we'll select naval strike, and I will only set the naval strike mission for this one since it's the only one that can do it. So that's how we do that with both of those. And we would just have them operate in the same air region. We would build air bases in every island we own, and then we'd have our heavy fighters and heavy naval bombers go and fight it out. We'll deploy fighters and cast bombers into the Philippines. Like so. And pretty much just dominate the Philippines, and we'd hold it as much as we can. We then also put some troops, I mean we could even put some of these troops down here as well. We'd fight the Japanese fleet with our main strike force. These of course are just reserve fleets, and we're almost on the way with another strike force as it is, so we just gotta sit back and yeah, we'll have half of the new strike force by 1942 February. Built from scratch, no need to retrofit. We'll go ahead and research 1940 subs, and then what we do is get the snorkel. Well, we'll research 1944 subs straight after, get the snorkel for them, and then we'd pretty much start making those and deploying them on set to highly aggressive. We'd easily defend against China here, and we're in a position where we're just going to pump out like a ridiculous amount of factories. So whilst we're doing that, we will keep making more and more planes, and we'll just put like 50 factories on tanks, for example, and mechanized, 20 factories on mechanized, and we'll just push out basically. Put anti-tank in our infantry divisions. Doctrine-wise, it's entirely up to you at this point. You can go Grand Battle Plan if you want Marine. Oh yeah, also Marines. Yeah, we'll make good Marine divisions with Amtracs. Amphibious tanks and Amtrak divisions will make those. Superior firepower, we could do that very easily, but to be honest, thinking long term, we probably want to go mobile warfare and go after. You want to go right, or right-left to go when we go and naval invade the UK. Not the UK, Germany. It's January 27th, 1941. We literally have like until the end of the year still to even before we go to war. We're about to swap over to the 1942 version of artillery. So yeah, we're in a really fucking good spot. We'll get the Manhattan Project done. We'll get 100% research bonus for nuclear reactors, which will take a year to do, and then by the time that's done, we'll be able to research nuclear bombs in 400 days after that, so 1943-ish. And yeah, I mean, we need to work on the support, of course, in the Senate. We have an excess of political power. We could easily put this on this guy, Kincaid, or the strategic bombing guy. Or the armor, yeah, the armor guy actually we'll probably put him on, or the commando. Are we making bombers? No, we're not, but we'd probably start making bombers as well. We have a 100% research bonus for that. We'd make a bomber design, a strap bomber, and yeah, then we'd start strap bombing Germany in 1942. Put anti-tank in our infantry, and yeah, I mean, we're only on limited. We can go extensive and double this. And we can still go on, do the Women's Integrated Service Act and get an insane amount of population. We haven't even done this or any of these, so we've got lots of stuff still to do that will all get done this year. So yeah, that's how you play the United States. It's so yeah, I'll just quickly go over the Navy actually again. So our escort fleets consist of a carrier, 3 light cruisers, and then 20 destroyers, anti-submarine destroyers. and we've dedicated 3 of them to being in the in Hawaii. We're actually building more naval bases in Hawaii, so that all of our fleets can kind of come here and get all the supply they need. Like, we're making this into a fortress. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, we need to build radar stations in all these zones. So yeah, I mean, it is just an absolute powerhouse. Our strike force consists of 8 carriers, 6 super heavy battleships, and 16 light cruisers, all with tier 4 armor, and then 18 1940 destroyers. All of our admirals are at the full naval cap or under it. We have 6 cruisers, all set to spotting, and these are the weakest armor, and they're all looking for enemy fleets here, and they're set to never engage. So yeah, I mean, that's, what can I say? That is the United States.